What's up, TCG family? It's your girl, Tiffany.
Big Billy Boo Boo.
And we're back, you guys. We are back with another Saturday Night Love Line. Tap in and let us know. Do you have any questions on relationship advice? Do you want to know what some red flags are in a relationship? Anything you want to know about, ask. We are not professionals. However, we have been together for a very long time, so we can offer you advice on how we feel and what we know and what has worked for us and what might work for you. So tap in, let us know what you think. And like I said, this is just our Saturday night live where we just chill, hang out with you guys, see if you guys have any questions, answer any questions that you might have about us and our relationship. And yeah, just hang out and have a good time. We come on Saturdays, usually at 10 p.m. However, we were spending time with our family tonight watching a movie. So we decided to go on a little bit later tonight. So yeah. Enzo, hello. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it. Guys, if you are in here, please throw up that thumbs up for us and share this stream out, please, and thank you. Share it to your friends, your family, and let everybody know what we're doing over here, because you never know what this could do if somebody has a question or if somebody needs some advice or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and open my drink because I got here a Calypso Colada is what I'm drinking on. And that's pineapple and coconut flavors. So that's what I'm having tonight. And Big Belly's having him a Bud Light. So cheers. This is our Saturday night love live stream. So we like to just chill, relax, have a drink, and chit chat with you guys. So Enzo says, hello, my friend. Hello to Enzo.
Hello.
First, LOL JK. Hello, how are you doing tonight? Enzo says, share to X. That's funny. Yeah, share it to your ex if you want to. That's okay with me. Maybe your ex needs some love advice. That's cool. I mean, hey, his ex might need some love advice. I have a question. How did you decide to go into nursing? Well, when I was very young, I know this isn't really love related, but when I was very young, my mother was in the nursing field as well. So I always, watched my mother, do nursing, taking care of people, and so on and so forth. But that's okay. That's okay because, like, when you're little, it's usually someone who you admire or something they do. And so you kind of just like look up to that person because maybe you think what they're doing, like, is either fun or it's something they're doing that really matters to you, or something you feel is like a really fulfilling career that you're like, hey, I want to be that person. Or maybe not you want to be that person, but maybe you want to do what that person's doing. So growing up, I always wanted to go into nursing because of my mother was already in nursing. But also, I always just had that type of heart. I always just wanted to be the caregiver, take care of people, help people. And that's just me. That's just who I am. So I just always wanted to get into that. And I won't say I was just interested in nursing, because I actually wanted to be a teacher first. I wanted to be a teacher. And as I got a little bit older, I was like, no, I don't want to be a teacher, because I was like, kids are bad. Kids disrespect teachers. Kids don't appreciate teachers. And then, like I said, my mother was in nursing. So I was like, yeah, I want to be a nurse because I love taking care of people, and I want a rewarding career, and I want to feel appreciated and needed. And, as kids, we all have that want to be loved and needed and appreciated. So I sort of went that route. But then as I got older, I also wanted to be a police officer as well. So it was always either nursing or a police officer. And truth be told, I went to college starting off for nursing. And halfway through, I changed my major to criminal justice. So I had already been doing nursing for 20 some years. And then when I went back to college to complete more nursing, I switched my major and I went in for criminal justice. So yeah, that's kind of how it went. And then I got pregnant, and long story short, I didn't finish college after that. So I just decided not to go back to college at the time. And who knows, maybe one day I will go back to college, but um, I never completed the criminal justice college thing. But, you never know. There's still time. I'm not old. So, all right. I hope that answered your question. Enzo shared so many boyfriends. Sorry, I just realized the stream is supposed to be love related. Sorry, that's okay. No problem. I'm happy to answer any questions, no matter if it's love related or not. Thank you for sharing. I just liked the video. Thank you. I appreciate it as well. Thank you. Thank you. Gamer bro, hey, how are you doing today? I am good. How are you? How are you? So, guys, I am going to get us some love tunes on here. And we're going to get some love music on here. And yeah, like I said, if you have any questions about relationships, we thought about doing what are some red flags in relationships, but then, to be honest, I saw a video of Kristen and Jamil that did what are some red flags, and they asked some questions. So I didn't want to do that now after they just did a video about that, because honestly, I didn't want to seem like we were copying them, because there was kind of like this big thing about copying before. And we honestly had that planned for this live stream. What are some red flags in relationships, and so on and so forth. So I thought, well, we'll just shoot the breeze and answer some questions, and we'll just do that. I mean, eventually we will answer questions. If you have questions about, like, what are some red flags in relationships, or certain specific things, like, is that a red flag? Because after watching her video, to be honest, I do feel like some people are totally opposite of what you think they are. Like, what I mean by that is, like, when somebody asks, is this a red flag? And they'll say something, and you might think, yeah, that's totally a red flag. But my opinion is obviously different than yours. So everybody has their own opinions. But what I came to realize, because Kristen is a love relationship coach, that's her profession, that's her job. She is a therapist, I guess. I'm not really sure what her title is, but some of the things that she found to be a red flag, I was totally like, no, that's not a red flag. Um, Now, granted, she's a professional, but in my opinion, and it's not against her, it's about therapists in general. Therapists are textbook smart. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is what I wrote in her comments. And what I meant by that was they're textbook smart. This is the way it is, and this is the way it is. And if this happens, it must mean this, or it must mean this. But it's not always black and white. Relationships are not always black and white. There's so many different areas of gray that you just could not believe. Relationships have so many different areas that could be maybe considered one thing, but really it could mean something totally opposite. And like when I say textbook smart, I mean like when you go to study to become a therapist, you take all these tests and these things, they give you all this knowledge and they say, well, this is what this is, and this is what this is, and this is what it means. And you have to take the test. And yes, let me write the answers. This is what it means, and whatever. And you get your license to be a therapist and like a nurse, like a doctor, anything, any profession. It's always textbook smart. But in my opinion, that doesn't mean that you're not street smart as well, or you haven't maybe been through it, or maybe you don't understand just because you're, book smart. I'm not saying that at all, but I'm saying a lot of the things that she found to be red flags in a relationship, I was like, no, are you kidding me? That's not a red flag. Totally not. But one thing I will say is that she did mention that a red flag in a relationship would be if a couple never fights. If a couple never fights, she said that that could be a red flag. I totally disagreed with that because she was saying, like, if a couple never fights, then that could mean that each person is not getting their needs met. So maybe they're just going along with the other person to make the other person happy, but each of your needs are not being met. And so if you never fought about anything, that could be a red flag. And I was like, no, because couples, if they talk about things and they have great communication, and if they like work things out ahead of time, of course there's not going to be any fighting. You know what I'm saying? So like if we were in the beginning of a relationship and we sat down and we're like, okay, so what are some of the things that you like, some of the things you don't like, this and that, and we're getting to know each other. And I'm like saying all this different stuff, you're saying all this stuff, and then we're in this relationship and it's about 6 months down the road, and maybe I do one of those things that you said you didn't like, right? So you come to me and you're like, hey, I know this has been a while since we spoke about this, but you know that I don't really like when you do A, B, or C, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. But, I'm sorry I didn't remember that you didn't like that. But, I just won't do it again. I don't think I'm compromising who I am and not getting my needs met just because I'm trying to make you happy. Do you see what I'm saying? Because part of being in a relationship is making your partner happy. So if it's something I know that would make him upset or he doesn't like it, just because I decide I'm not going to do that anymore, it doesn't mean that I'm not getting my needs met just because I'm giving up doing this for him. Because maybe it's something I don't really care about doing. I just did it and didn't realize what I did made him uncomfortable or upset. But I'm going to change not doing that because I want to make him happy. And maybe it's something I don't really care to do anyways. But now, if it was something that I enjoyed doing or I loved to do, then I could say to him, look, I really enjoy doing this. I know you really don't like it, but maybe I could do this like once a week, or maybe I could do this like twice a week, you know, and vice versa. He might make a compromise and say, okay, yes, that's fine. If you only do it twice a week, then, I think I can live with that. So then when the time comes and I do it, he's not upset anymore. I'm not upset. We're not going to fight about it. And we both made a compromise. So that doesn't mean his needs aren't being met, and that doesn't mean my needs aren't being met. But again, that's not a red flag.
No.
I don't see that as a red flag at all.
Hello,
I feel like it's beneficial if you don't have to fight. It's great if you don't have to fight. I mean, I can't say we've never fought, but there are couples that never fight, and I don't feel like that's a red flag for them. I just feel like they communicate really well, and maybe they just have had nothing to fight about yet. Yeah, it will come one day, I'm sure. Hello, Olivia. Welcome. Thank you for the heart. So that was one of the things that were a question on there. So I was like, okay, well, let's see, what this is or whatever. So I feel like that was not a red flag. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get this music over here on for you guys. There you go. Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming in. Make sure you like and share. Share. And I guess I want to kind of elaborate on like one or two other things that were on her video. Like, if somebody has really bad hygiene, is that a red flag? I'm like, if they have really bad hygiene, we would not even have made it into a relationship. So you don't have to worry about a red flag.
I mean, if you get in a relationship and the person decides he doesn't want to shave, doesn't want to bathe, he doesn't want to do all
if you're already in the relationship and it starts to happen, then that's a form of depression. So maybe somebody's depressed or whatever, and I don't feel like it's a red flag. I feel like that's your partner. If you love them, then you need to get them help. Like maybe get them some counseling or something to help them. And once they start getting this right, then they'll start getting this right. I mean, I'm just saying. Hey, Alexis. So, I mean, I don't see that as a red flag either. If you're in a relationship and somebody is not showering or has bad hygiene, I probably would not even get into the relationship from the gate. And that's if it starts before the relationship. If it starts after you're already in the relationship, like I said, that's not a red flag. If you love your partner, they just need help. You should be there to support them. So, yeah. What was another one? I'm trying to remember. Oh, if your partner wants to be on a break. If your partner says they want to go on a break is it a red flag, or is it like for the right reasons? I don't know. I think that could be a red flag. Like if your partner said like, hey, things aren't working out and I want to take a break. And the other person was like, well, I don't want to take a break. Why do you want to take a break? And this and that. I feel like she was saying, like, don't do it to spite your partner, like to pay them back. Like maybe if they had an infidelity or they cheated or something, don't just say, I want a break, so you can go like out and screw somebody else just to get back at them and say, oh, well, we were on a break. Or don't just say like, oh, I need a break because there's somebody else you want to be intimate with. You know what I mean?
Well, it depends if you're in a relationship or you're in a marriage.
Well, I mean, both. It could be both. If you're in a marriage and you say like, hey, I want a break because you already have someone in mind that you want to be intimate with, yeah, that could be a red flag for you saying, I want a break, because ultimately you don't want to break because you need time to think about the relationship that you're in or the space that you're in and the things that are going on in your relationship. What you truly want to do is have a break so you can go be free to, have sexy time with somebody else. So that could be a red flag. But I mean, even if you're married and somebody says that you want a break, that's still not a free pass to go out and sleep with somebody. You're still married, whether you're on a break or not on a break or whatever. And let's say you're just dating. If you're just dating, then, well, it really doesn't matter because you shouldn't be on any type of break just to go sleep with somebody else. You don't need to say I'm on a break. If you're just dating, you're really not committed to that relationship in the first place. Unless you're dating one person, monogamously. Olivia says, hello, Alexis. Alexis says, hello, Olivia. Alexis says, nobody should even be intimate without being married first anyways. LOL. Yeah.
This is not the 50s.
This isn't the 50s, girlfriend. Sorry to tell you. I can honestly say I was intimate with Christopher before we were married. As I'm sure many people have. That's not like, no. That's not like, no. Which I can almost guarantee Alexis was intimate before she got married. Maybe not with Michael, but I know Michael was not her first. So, yeah, the 50s is not where I was going with that. So what are you saying? People who are dating should not be intimate? Come on now. You have to be joking. Like literally, you have to be joking. I think I'm going to have another drink to that. What do you think? Here, Alexis, to you. Alexis said, whoa, that's a lie. Michael was definitely my first. Okay, if you say so. I always mix the words infidelity versus infertility. Not the same word. Not the same word at all. Infidelity and infertility are two different words. Alexis says, right hand to God. Here's my left hand to God. Right hand on the palm reader to pay is more like it. Okay. I mean, if you say so. I wasn't there when you were doing it, so I'm not going to say you're lying or you're not. Whatever. I just know that, well, let me just put it this way. I knew that Chris was the one. So when I knew that Chris was the one, we became intimate. And I don't feel like because we became intimate before marriage that was a bad thing. But when you know, you know. That's all I'm going to say. When you know, you know. If you know, you know. When you meet that special person, you know. You just know. I mean, that's all I could really say. When you meet that special person, you know. You just know. So you can't be like, hey, I'm going to wait until I'm married just because, you know, intimacy, if you're not married, is like not in the Bible or not, you know, whatever. So it is what it is. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. If you have any love questions or relationship questions, please let us answer any questions you have. If you have any questions about our relationship, we're happy to answer those as well. Who's Michael? LMAO. That is her husband. Alexis's husband is Michael. That's his name. Yes, it is. You are not supposed to have sex before you're married, LMAO. That's the kind of intimacy I was talking about. And Michael is my husband. Well, when I'm talking about red flags, okay, per se, you and Michael are married. If you said to Michael, I want a break because maybe things weren't going good in your relationship or something like that, and you wanted to have a break because you wanted to be intimate with somebody else, that could mean a red flag, saying I want a break because of those reasons. But if you said, I need a break because, you know, I really want to have some time alone, some time to myself to reevaluate our relationship, or, you know, like what we're doing and like, you know, do we want to keep moving forward? Something like that. Then that would not be a red flag of saying, I want to take a break. So, in other words, if you want to take a break for the right reasons, yes. But if maybe Michael went out and cheated on you and you decided to say, hey, I want a break because in your mind, you're going to go sleep with somebody to get back at him, that would be a red flag of saying, I want a break. Like, don't take a break for the wrong reasons, is what I'm trying to say. Like, if you're going to take a break because you want to work on yourself and you want to reevaluate things for the right reasons. The stream is getting wild. I love it. How did you and your husband meet, TCG? I think we answered this before on one of the streams, but in case you missed it, Christopher had a friend named Bill, and I had a friend named Michelle. They were married. Bill and Michelle were married. They were a couple. And Christopher came over to Bill's house one day while I was over visiting Michelle. And so that is how we met, through mutual friends of ours. So I hope that answers your question. Put this on here. So what are some other red flags that you would think would be a red flag, or maybe a red flag you think would be a red flag in a relationship or a marriage? What do you think that red flag would be? Do any of you have any opinions on what a red flag in a relationship would be? And I know I kind of said we wanted to do this and then we weren't going to, but I kind of wanted to do it anyways. So it is what it is. Also, since this is a love line, those of you who know our daughter G-Force Journey, she now has a boyfriend. And a couple of nights ago, I say about a week ago, she had her first kiss twice, as she liked to let us know, twice. So that was pretty hilarious and fun. And I can tell you that now because she made a video today about it. So not really about that, but letting you guys know that she has a boyfriend and what she's been up to. So if you haven't caught that video, make sure you catch that video after this live stream. G-Force Journey's new video. So yeah, I find that to be a little bit. How do you feel about that, Big Belly?
I'm not feeling anything about it. I don't know. It is what it is.
What do you mean?
It's that kind of an inevitable thing. I mean, obviously.
How do you feel about it?
I'm not quite sure how you think of it. That is what it is. I can't give you an exact.
Well, you met him. What do you think about him?
Seems like a nice kid. I mean, I'm not really haven't really spent any quality time really around him to really know anything, but he was very polite. I can say that much. He
was very polite. I have to say that. We met him and he was very polite. He was very well-mannered. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. So You know, he was very respectful. He is from Alabama. He used to live in Alabama with his father, but he moved up here with his mother and his stepdad. So, yeah, I mean, he seems like a really nice, I'll say kid. I don't want to say boy because he's 18. So technically he's an adult. Um, but yeah, he is also graduating and going to the Army. And G Force is graduating and going to the Air Force. So, yeah. Guys, if you have not joined our membership yet, please go ahead and join our membership because we will be having a Valentine's Day giveaway. You don't want to miss that. However, it won't be until Valentine's Day night because during the day I will be doing Little Boo's room party at her school, and all day I'll be busy. So I'm planning to do it at nighttime. It'll probably be like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, somewhere around there. I can't say just yet. Kid Wonders Gaming and Live Stream, thank you so much for coming in. We're just going to chill out. Does anybody have any questions about relationships or any love questions or maybe any questions about our relationship that you might want to know? Come on, this is the only time you guys get to hear Big Belly talk. He's usually quiet. Now is the time that he can talk and answer questions. So you never know. Maybe it's something that you guys can learn. Hello, Nanette.
Hello, Nanette.
How do you know when the moment is right? What moment are you talking about, Kid Wonder? There's lots of moments.
Lots of moments.
Right?
Never know.
There's tons of moments. What moment are you talking about? And are we gonna see another letter after TCG? Probably not. Just because TCG stood for Tiffany, Chris, Gabriella. And at the time we didn't put Layla on because she was too little. And now she's 7 years old. She has her own channel, Layla Rose Vlog channel. So she's probably not going to get a letter on our channel because I'm not going to change the name because she already has her own channel. So probably not. And if you're implying if there's another letter after that, one never knows. One never knows. One never knows. I mean, it is going to be Valentine's Day, so.
Mm-hmm.
Getting it on. Kid Wonder says, how do you know when the moment is right to get it on? Well.
Getting what on? Getting our sleep on?
Stop it. Answer his question. How do you know when the moment's right?
I don't know. You just wing it.
What would you think? You don't just wing it.
Just wing it.
You don't just wing it.
There's not a specific thing. It's just,
I don't think you just wing it. I think deep down in your mind, you will know if it's the right person and if it's the right time. You can usually tell if you've been with somebody for a while and that person makes you happy every single time you see them. And when you're not with them, you want to be with them. When you think about that person and they're not around, you just smile because that person genuinely makes you happy. So when you decide that that's your person and that's who makes you happy.
I don't know if that's quite what he's asking you.
Well, I'm saying if that person's making you happy and you know that that's the one for you, then maybe that's when you decide that the time is right to have sexy time, right?
At what time?
Sexy
I don't know
time.
how sexy it is, but
you know it's sexy time. You want me to show you?
No, I'm good.
Simply Net says, hey kid. Voila, everyday work. Yes, every day working. Alexa says, kid wonders, have you never got it on? Hey, some people could be, I mean, I don't think Kid Wonder is, obviously, but, you know, it's a genuine question. It's been a long time since high school. I was young then, Alexis. Yeah, it could be. Hey, there could be a lot of virgins in here that want to know.
I'm one. I'm just not good at it.
Okay. Alexis says, please don't show us. That's nothing, Alexis. Why don't you tell them what happened last night? Was the last night? No, the other day. The other day. What did you ask me for? To send you some what? Listen to this. I don't think you know about this.
I don't know about it.
I don't think you know about this, but it was funny as shit. Let me just tell you that. Some nudes. I was eating some ramen. No. Okay. I was eating some ramen.
What? Now you're getting, really?
Listen to this. I was on FaceTime with her, right? And I was eating some ramen and she goes, oh my gosh, those look so good. You should send me some nudes. And I knew what she meant. Like, she wanted me to be like, here, you want some? Like, when I mukbang and I share with everybody else, like, here's some noodles, right? But she's like, send me some nudes. And so I go like this, and I only show her, like, my belly, right? Like, I don't go any higher. But she was like, dude, what the heck? What are you doing? I said, you wanted some nudes? She goes, not those nudes. She's like, not those nudes. And I'm like, oh, okay. My bad.
What goes on when I go to work.
I was like, my bad, wrong nudes. And I mean, I go, oh, you mean some noodles? Not some nudes? And Gabriella walks in the room at the same time. She goes, Mom, what the heck are you doing? It was so funny. You weren't here. You were at work here.
Apparently.
But it was funny. Because I'm like eating my ramen. And she's like, dude, send me some nudes. And I was like, oh, okay. And I lifted up to like my belly. And she goes, dude, what are you doing? I was like, oh, you mean you didn't want some nudes? She goes, noodles. I was like, well, I don't know. You said you wanted some nudes. It was funny. It was actually really funny.
I guess you had to be here for that one.
It was hilarious. Alexis says, how old are you now? Kid wonders. That was funny though. You had to be there. You should have seen her face. She was like totally freaked out. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I said, you said you wanted nudes. Me, Jay-Z's in the building. Hello, hello. Kid Wonder says, I'm 34. What's your plan for the Super Bowl? Well, I will be making up some Super Bowl food as usual. And I'm pretty sure I'll be live for most of it. Unless my phone like craps out and dies. But I'm planning on going live for the Super Bowl. Big Belly has to work. So I'm not having like a party or anything, but I did invite a friend over and her son. So, you know, maybe they'll come over, maybe they won't. But yeah, we're just gonna, me and the girls are gonna eat some good food and watch the game. G-Force cannot eat a whole bunch of junk because she is on a 1,500 a day calorie diet. She's been on it for a few days, and we are so proud of her. So proud of her. Literally, in like 3 or 4 days, she's already lost 7 pounds. She's down 7 pounds, guys. Penis Habit. Hello, hello. Kid Wonder, thank you so much for renewing a membership. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Me, Jay-Z saying hello. Penis Habit says, Appleman, me, Jay-Z, hello. Alexa says, oh, okay. Hello, everyone. Penis Habit says, hi, kid. Good to see you. Don't show the game because of CPR. Oh, I show the game on here. I showed it last year. We don't get copyright. And if we do, that's fine. I'm not worried about all that mumbo jumbo. We do what we want on here. You see what we're doing? We're drinking. We cuss. We don't care. To be honest, if they demonetize my channel, so what? I mean, it's not going to make a difference to me. I'm still going to be doing videos, and I'm still going to be doing my videos because I love to do it. And to be honest, you can always use your Cash App, and people can send you money that way to make money for your channel. You don't have to go through monetization. So if they demonetize me, I'll just go through Cash App, and you know, hey, that's all. That just means that they won't be getting a cut anymore. Food for the Soul by Walter Rush. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Guys, be sure to hit that like and share us out. Share us out, share us out. If you have any questions about love or relationship, or you want to know something about our love and relationship, please comment below and let us know. Me, Jay-Z says, I've shown baseball games on my live stream and haven't made me delete it yet. Yeah, I don't worry about that. Everybody's like, don't do this and don't do that. And there's these new rules and yada, yada, yada. We don't care about that. We don't care about that. We do what we want. I mean, to an extent. We're not like, doing anything bad or whatever, but we're chilling. We're having drinks. We're, talking. We cuss. We bullshit. It is what it is. If something happens to where they give me a strike or they demonetize me for any reason, that's fine. I'll still be doing the same thing I'm doing, whether I'm monetized or not monetized. So what do you think some red flags in a relationship are? What would be a red flag for you in a relationship? You just meet somebody and something happens, or you see something and you feel like, whoa, that's a red flag. What would that red flag be?
I guess be competing for time with your individual.
Competing for time with
like
you.
you coming over your quote unquote person you just met. You come over there, meet them, and there's somebody over there. They're just friends, but this in person seems to be there all the time. All the time. When you first start dating, you're competing for their attention. Because it seems like
So you're saying, like, if you were talking to somebody and what, you had somebody else at your house?
Yeah, somebody else was there.
There was a friend?
Yeah, but the person who you're just starting to talk to has this person at their house all the time when you're going over to see them. Not you yourself. Like red flag, like you're going over there. You just start talking to somebody, you start getting, you're interested in this person, whatever. But yeah, each time you go over there, some individuals over there, whatever, you get there each time, call them.
Oh, like you're trying to say, if you go over to somebody's house because you're interested in them, and they always have somebody else at their house, the same person all the time,
right? But they say,
and you feel like you're competing with this other person because you have to always be in competition for their time because they're with somebody else all the time. You would say that's a red flag?
Yeah.
Why? You think because maybe they would be dating that other person?
Could be.
Or not dating them. Maybe they're screwing the other person and they're trying to have their cake and eat it too by talking to you.
Right.
Oh, okay. So what do you guys think? Do you think that would be a red flag if you were interested in somebody and every time you went over to their house, they had somebody else there and you were competing for their time? Me, Jay-Z says, who's your pick to win the Super Bowl? Well, I've got $100 on the Eagles and I've got $25 on the Chiefs. So either way, I'm going to win. So I don't really care who wins. I'm going to win money no matter what. Neither one is my team. So I don't really care about that. However, being that I do love football in general, I do love football in general. So, I'm excited to watch the game just because I love football in itself. But I'm a Miami Dolphins fan. He's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. So, our teams are at home watching the game just like us. And I mean, I don't really care. It's cool. We had a good season. Miami did a great job. I feel like Miami did a great job. So I'm not upset about them being home or, not being in the Super Bowl because I feel like they did a fantastic job, to be honest. And, we're going to watch the game and we're going to have fun watching it no matter what. But do I care who wins? Not really. I'm only in it for the money. I'm only watching it to see who's going to win so I can cash in on some cash. BJZ says, me don't care. It can be. Miami did awesome and did better than the Steelers.
We had
Right.
a brand new team this year.
They did. Yeah, well, we had a lot of brand new people too. We had Tua and everybody that
brand new quarterback, which they couldn't even decide who was going to be the quarterback because they had to pick between this person, that person. Nope. It's going to be a while, but the Steelers going to have a hell of a team.
The Browns said the same thing for the last 3 years. That they just got a new coach, they just got a new team, they just got this. But look, the Browns are kicking ass.
All I got to say is my opinion is we don't see what will happen next year.
The Browns are kicking ass though and taking
names. See what happens next year.
The Browns are actually playing really good.
Well, and I don't even like the Browns. And they spank your little minnows, and we'll see what happens.
Listen, the Steelers are not going to beat Miami.
Yeah. Watch.
That's in your
Mark
dreams.
my words.
My team was the worst. Who's your team, me, Jay-Z? My girlfriend is a Browns fan. Oh, my gosh.
I'm sorry.
That's terrible, me, Jay-Z. I feel sorry for you.
Where we live at, it takes an hour and a half from Cleveland and an hour and a half from Pittsburgh. And I would never be a Browns fan. You couldn't pay me. I've been to their stadium. I would never actually I would never pay for one of the games that you can see. But we've been to Pittsburgh games.
Game. I've been to one game.
Oh, I've been to Pittsburgh games.
I've been to one Pittsburgh game, and it was the playoffs against who were they in the playoffs against?
I can't remember.
That is so terrible. I can't even remember. I couldn't remember because it was so damn cold. And I said I was never going to another freaking game ever again. I was so cold. Like, nobody prepared me for what it was like to go to a Pittsburgh Steelers game. Okay? You show up and there's people with like this. Okay? They've got scarves. They've got hats. All you can see is this. Their eyeballs. Scarves, everything. Like, they've got pocket warmers in their freaking pockets. They got pocket warmers in their shoes. I mean, everything, you name it. But no, nobody told me nothing about being prepared for something like that. It was so freaking cold. I couldn't even sit there to watch the game because I couldn't sit there and pay attention long enough because I was freezing my ass off. After that, I said, I will not come to another game ever again. Ever. I was like, no, never, ever again. This will never happen again. And I just couldn't do it. I could not do it. I said, nope, not doing it. And then the next game he went to, he bought tickets. Or, no, I bought him tickets. It was for a gift. And he wanted to take me. And I said, no, you're not. Find somebody else to go with you because I'm not going. I bought you 2 tickets. And that was for you to go with a friend, not me. Me, Jay-Z says he's a Bears fan. That's not too bad. You know who else was a Bears fan? What's his name? The security guy. I can't remember his damn name.
I don't know.
From the bingo hall a long time ago. What's his name? The guy that tried to date Kimberly.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't remember his name.
I can't remember his name either, but he was a Bears fan. My girlfriend had the same experience going to a Browns game on Christmas Eve. I was like, never again. Don't ever ask me to go to another freaking game again. I was so cold. Now, the one thing I have never got to do is go to a Miami Dolphins game. And we all know that's going to be in nice heat. So I will definitely go to one of those one day. The only problem why it's so hard to go to one of those right now is because that is like far, far, far away in Florida. But I will go to one of those games one day in my life soon. By the way, guys, we have a vacation coming up And if you have not voted yet on our community tab, we wanted to know what you thought would be a good vacation. Something that will let the whole family enjoy the time, whether it's us adults having, some nightlife, drinks and maybe casino or something, dancing, whatever, movies, something for adults, yet something that two children who are different age groups could enjoy as well. So if you did not vote on that, please go onto the community tab and vote on that as well. Let us know what you think, because we have 2 weeks coming up in May where we will be on vacation. And we will definitely let you guys know where we're going to be, because if we're in your town or your state, maybe you want to meet up, say hi, we're cool with that too. And if you are interested in coming to the meet and greet in May, there is a meet and greet in May 2023 on the 27th in Youngstown, Ohio. Our daughter G-Force Journey is graduating high school, and she decided to turn her graduation into a meet and greet for small YouTubers. So that will be fun. There will be a lot of small YouTubers that will come and chop it up. You can learn some new things from people. You can maybe meet people that maybe you watch and you've wanted to see for a long time. So yeah, just let us know if you want to come, and we will get you a ticket. The tickets are free. However, you will need a ticket to get in for your entrance. So I went to 2. Yes, Alexis went to 2 games. Me Jay-Z says, Penis Habit, how are you? Alexis says, the Miami Dolphins games are so fun. I can't wait to go back to another one. For sure. I bet you it is, because I love football, and especially football in warm weather would be awesome. I would rather see a game in warm weather any day. Sleepy?
Yeah.
Are you sleepy?
I'm tired.
It's been a rough week, guys. It really has. I worked literally every single day this week, and it was crazy. I had to request the day off today and tomorrow. So I'm off for 2 days. I'm enjoying the 2 days. And I had to request the days off just so I could have a freaking break. So today and tomorrow, I am having fun, just kicking back, relaxing, not doing a dang thing. And yeah, I'm just going to kick back, relax, and not do nothing at all. I am not going to do nothing at all. Penis Habit says, me, Jay-Z, busy doing laundry. Buffalo Bills fans are the craziest fans in the NFL. God bless them. If you ever saw their videos, no, I have not. I don't really pay attention to football like that, but like I do watch football, but I don't watch like their videos. If you know what I mean, like anything like that. So, yeah. Hey, G-Force. Hello. Me, Jay-Z says, Penis Habit, want to do mine too? Right? I was doing laundry too. How many loads did I do already? Like 4? And I still have like, 2 left? So I had to catch up on laundry as well. It's been nuts. Well, guys, I'm not going to keep you much longer. We usually only stay on for 1 hour on Saturdays. We will have some questions for the next live love stream next Saturday. And maybe we'll have a surprise guest as well. You never know. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Sharing means caring. Let all your friends and family know what the TCG fam is doing. And we will see you in our next video. Stay blessed, not stressed.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Peace. Oh.